Okay, this week's question is the tail end of last week's question that has to do with what do I mean by entering the dream time, because I forgot this one little, actually very important part. And it has to do with time in the dream time and how we experience it. We experience dream time actually quite radically different than we experience waking world time. The time in the dream time is not commodified in any kind of a way. It's not linear time. It's not structured so that in the same way that we have overlaid the construct of time in the waking world, which is a human construct. The dream time doesn't unfold with regard to linear time. There is such a thing as time, but it's experience time. It's durational time. So there can be sequences of when this happened, then this happens, or there can be a kind of when then with regard to the dream time. But past, present, and future are experienced in the dream time all at once. So that time is kind of opened up for us, and it has everything to do with being present to what is, but not in an historical sense of what happened back there or what's going to happen 2 years from now or something like that. It's much more an all-at-onceness that happens in the dream time, which is its kind of hallmark. That's why when we have that kind of waking world experience that ushers us into the dream time, its hallmark is likewise the same. We are being touched into being, but what we notice is that we are in durational time. Linear time, in a sense, or that construct of linear time, falls away, and we lose track of all time. So one of the ways that we can invite people into noticing durational time is by doing what they love. When you practice what you love, and you're deeply engaged with it in a kind of unfolding sort of way, we lose track of time altogether. We look at the clock and we think, oh, wow, that was 3 hours. It felt like it was 3 minutes. How could that much time have passed? Or a day will go by, because we're deeply engaged with what we love. So that's why you will hear me say that what we love teaches us how to love. It teaches us how to be present as dreamers, as durational, engaged, soulful beings, rather than, I've got to get here and I've got to get there. This whole idea that time is something that can be chopped up and put into a calendar. It has no regard whatsoever for the time being, the being of time that opens its doors to us in the dream time. So that's the little part very important little part that I neglected to mention. And I hope this helps.